We are up, running, and live. Hello, everyone. As per the norm, Happy New Year. It's going to be our first stream of the year, and I'm excited for this. I originally thought a couple of weeks ago when I first pulled out my PS3 again to start playing Condemned, I lost my copy of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World forever. Because I didn't have it downloaded by the time Ubisoft took it off the store. In fact, if you still have it in your downloads, you can go back and download it again, and all the DLC, which is something I have on this PS3. What I can't actually get anymore is the Simpsons game, which baffles me greatly. Because I used to have it on here, and it's gone. So no more Simpsons Arcade. Incredibly annoying. But I do still have Scott Pilgrim. And as I stated on Twitter, Ubisoft, the fuck. Look, copyright and trademark is a difficult process. Incredibly difficult. But some companies will go through the trouble of making sure to retain and or regain those licenses again to give people something they want. Ubisoft. My solemn plea to you. People really want to play this game to the point where they are, right now, as we speak, pirating it and downloading it on our PCS3 in order to play it. You're missing profits. You're missing money. Get the rights again. Or sell them to someone else. Sell them to the original owner. I'm pretty sure he can get someone else to rework the ports. Re-get those. And then re-release them. Everyone would love it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start. Oh, it looks so ugly and green. Ugh. Hang on a sec. You know, I forget every single time I have to readjust the filters because Condemned 2 is just kind of god-awful. Give me a second. Perfect. And we're fixed. All right. So, I've actually played this game a lot. To the point where I think I got Scott fully leveled up. But I'm just going to go ahead and start a new game because it's been a while and I've completely forgotten. The last time I played this was when they came out with that new DLC and patch to finally add online multiplayer. A thing I'm not sure you can do anymore. I'd be curious to find out. But, yeah, let's go. I'm also going to keep a heavy eye out in case we get some kind of copyright claim again after the whole Bloodwings fiasco. So we're going to set that on the desktop there. Thank you for minimizing everything else while I do that. You're the best, Windows 10. Don't let anyone tell you different. Oh, I better check the volume, because there's a good chance this is just going to blast in my ear. There we go. Oh, wait, better skip that. Universal will think I'm streaming a movie. Yeah, that's another one of the copyright owners for this, because it is based off the movie, and of course it's based off the original graphic novel. Look at that pixel art style. Look, there's a lot of people who don't like the pixel art style. Just, it's kind of the oversaturated thing now, but I'm such a huge sucker for it. I'm sorry. But also, the soundtrack is just... It's totally the kind of thing I expect from a, like, WayForward or Indie Creates game now, and it just gets stuck in your head every time. Okay. Yeah, I'm still insanely curious on if you can go online with this or not. I don't know anyone else who can, if it's just a drop in, drop out, but we're not going to bother with that. So, do story mode. Can I not start a whole new game? Huh. Let me check the data. I can restart the characters. Huh. Yeah, at that point, I might as well just play as a new character. Yeah, why don't we do that? Ah, no! Back that up. Oh, where's Wallace? I thought I had Wallace installed on here. Ah! Fuck it, we'll play as Knives. Oh, man, it's been so long. I love beat-em-ups like this, like River City Ransom. River City Girls is actually really good, too. And if you want a game exactly in this style that you can play with your friends on Steam... Jeez, forgetting the controls already. Pick up a game called Charlie Murder on Steam. It is very good. It's got some rhythm-based mini-games that you play with your friend. You're part of, like, a punk rock band. And you can all play as different band members and do all the instruments while you're playing. It's a lot of fun. There's different equipment to unlock. You can raise your stats. The soundtrack's really good. So if you've been kind of itching for a game like that on Steam... because I think River City Underground was also on Steam, and it wasn't... great. Myself. But I'd highly recommend that. I keep doing this move like I have the dash already, and I don't. Not the dash, the kick. Put it down. Son of a... Where's my block button when I need it? Yeah, the Scott Pilgrim movie was also another one of those unfortunate cases of, wow, this movie is great. I bet everyone else thinks it's great too. And then it just does miserably at the box office. Freaking Dread 3D was that movie for me. Dread 3D is phenomenal. Especially if you like the comics. Would highly recommend that. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Why don't you get over here? Why don't you get over here? Come here! Come here! Can't do it. There they go. Go! Ay! Nope. Ah! There we go. We got the slide kick now. I'll hit a mother with another mother. Get the side. Nope. Get up. But yeah, I really like games like River City and this because that sense of progression that you get with going around, just getting money, buying food, it's just, it feels natural. That's a terrible way of putting that. I apologize. Not natural so much as in the sense of just playing and just like gaining skills or leveling up or anything like that. But having it be tied to like, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't know. I had something in my head formulated with how I wanted to explain that, and it's just gone. Still got it on your 360? If you do, I would recommend, if you don't, I was about to say, if you want to keep playing it and you don't want to lose it, if you don't mind losing it is what I meant, to see about maybe selling it, because there are a lot of people who legitimately still want to play this game and would pay a good price for it. Did I just get ricocheted with that? What's up? Only if you're interested in selling it, though. It's one of those games where I've just had it on my PS3 since it came out. I'd never even think of doing it. I keep forgetting I have a block button in this and I'm about to die. Wake up! Ow. Also, I haven't used any of my special skills. Digital version. Yeah, the game was only released digitally, which is why nobody can get it anymore, unfortunately. Because nobody really had the foresight over at Ubisoft to release a physical version and make it just, you know, a little easier for people who want to play the game to do it. Food. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, and there it is. Thankfully, the revive system in this works great, especially if you're playing it co-op. If I play this again, I really should see if the network mode works. Oh, I'm getting dogpiled. There we go. I forgot I'm all out of special meter after that. Get him! Nope. He's going after the bat again. Get him! Nope. There's a life. It's gone. I always thought it was weird that a game like this had lives. I mean, I get it. It's going for the classic arcade style. But losing your lives really doesn't do anything terrible. You mostly just have to restart the stage again. But stages aren't terribly long in this either. There. Oh, there it is, yep. Totally forgot to block that. Yeah, yeah, digital was the only way this game got released. So again, if you have a copy of it on your system, good news, it's valuable. Not like PT on the PS4 levels of valuable, because there are just some Kojima nuts out there who will pay exorbitant prices to get one of those. But still valuable. Even more so if you have a couple other games like that on there, like, I was mentioning before, The Simpsons Arcade, since they pulled that. Oh, jeez! I gotta time that better. Yep, the disadvantage to playing this alone. Can't you? Dog! Dogs are the worst. Yay! Listen to that poor dog. What'd you do to my dogs? Oh, I'm doing terrible at this. There are definitely better moves you get later on that let you deal with all this better, but mostly it's just been me being terrible and not timing my blocks correctly. Like that. That was completely avoidable. Can't you go in one of these? Oh no, it's only the ones that got the stars on them, right? Yeah, like this. Where'd he go? Where'd they go? Subspace highway. Pigs! How did you miss all of them? Running! No, get back here! I'm not done with you! I'm about to run out of that anyways. Sup? Snowball fight! You can't block forever. I hate that they can block that move. Oh, what is that shovel? Yeah, this is a fantastic co-op game to play with friends. Even if they're not interested in the source material at all, it's just good old-fashioned arcade fun. No, my turn! My turn to hold the conch shell! Fuck! And he blocked it. Put it down! Right, okay. Can't block forever. Another grab button. Yo! Okay, he's dead. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. We're playing Golden Axe now. This is how you beat the original Golden Axe. Every single time one of the bosses comes in, you just charge him and hit him. Can I not do my special while I have a weapon out? They were both inside each other. Great. Down. Oh my lord. Yep! Yep! Doing that thing where they can just home in on you. Really wouldn't be arcade worthy if the enemies couldn't have some kind of cheap tactic to them. But when you're playing in multiplayer, you can use a lot of those cheap tactics against them too. Ricocheting items back and forth between you and another friend. Nope. No! Come on. Got him. Can't you slam on this? I don't think I have the ability yet. Oh yeah, there's nothing to buy in here but pay for Scott's late fees, which I've never done. But again, one of my favorite things with games like this and River City Ransom, or just being able to casually go inside a shop and pay $8 for a burger, just like real life. One thing that was kind of annoying when you were playing with when you were playing with a full group of friends, ass. It was a quarter of my health. There. Now we can freaking break out of combos. Was that only one person could shop at a time? Where did they go? Why are you all the way back here? Are you trying to grab a weapon? Yeah, so it took a little while if everyone was, thanks. If everyone was trying to get upgrades at once. It took a little while. Stop trying to punch him. Thanks. Nope, you can wait outside. One quesadilla. Thank you. Have a good day. Playing PS4 a lot. I like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love my PS4. I mean, besides some cool games coming out in the Xbox Game Pass and everything, I really haven't touched my Xbox One at all. Like, at all. Which is kind of sad, because, you know, the Xbox One isn't a bad system. It just, you know, pretty much everything that comes out on it, congratulations, you can play it somewhere else. And those somewhere else's normally... I can bring the garbage cannon with me. I just hit myself with it. No, wait, I still have a snack. I forget what button you push to use it. Not that. Not that. Not the back triggers. Oh, time to look at the controls quick, because I do not remember. Yeah, that helps. Were they used automatically? I don't remember if they were used automatically or not. Survival helper. Okay. Nope. Yeah, it says they can be bought to go. When a snack is owned, a plus sign appears beside your heart points. Oh. So. Again, does it just get consumed on its own? I forget. I think it's... No, I think what it is that snack just increases my limit while I have it on. It's not a usable item. But yeah. So... back on track with the Xbox One talk. Yeah, I only have really used it mostly just to play some old 360 games again, which, by the way, backwards compatibility with the Xbox One is the reason to have one. And there's a rumor going around right now that the PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with literally everything. It's confirmed right now to be backwards compatible with PS4. I don't need anything here. But so far... Oh, good. It's like one of everything. Yeah, get another one. I can check my stats, can I? Yeah, but that'd be huge for the PS4 if that turns out to be true, for everything to be backwards compatible on it. That would just be awesome. Because it would mean that Sony's finally, you know, listening to people like, oh, you want to play PS3 games on your PS4? Aw, man, that'd be so cool. Here, stream it. It's like, you asses. That's not the solution people were looking for. And like, all right, fine, we get it. Yeah, we'll let you stream PS4 games to it too. It's like again, not really what people were asking for, but fine. Oh, and with the PS4 games, we'll let you download those to the system too, but not the PS3 ones. No. Thanks, guys. Let's see. Got a used copy of Infinite Warfare, codes in the box from DLC, Marvel Remastered. What did he use? Tried it for the heck of it. That's actually cool. Because they just sell Modern Warfare Remastered by itself for like $30 or something. Actually, they gave it away on PlayStation Plus a while back too. But that's awesome to find them. I'm insanely curious as to the person who would buy that edition of Infinite Warfare that has all those keys and not use them. Because I don't think anyone would, Is this the book that increased how much money you got? Oh no, it just increased your speed. That's still good. There we go! Yeah, that's, that kind of baffles me. Because that edition was not cheap. It was like $100. So to have someone buy Infinite Warfare and just like, I don't need it. Where am I? Oh, there I am. I got hit. Thanks! I was midway through throwing him, but I'm really happy you don't care about that. God, I love this music. And vandalism. Vandalism's good. Yeah, make sure to stay up here. That way you don't get hit by them. And they have to come up to you. Get up. Got him. Back down. Why would you do that? And that guy just will not get up. Infinite Warfare PS4 bundle. So the back of the case says it's not for resale. Yeah. Yeah, it still gets me. That's like, so someone must have just been like, I really want that, like, because none of the PlayStation 4 Call of Duty bundles have been anything close to looking good. They all look miserable. Like the Black Ops 3 one literally looked like a Nerf toy. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised because the person who would buy something like that would usually buy it with the intent of using it, unless they're just like, I want a PS4. I don't know, maybe this game just came out and I want to get a good trade-in value for it. Oh yeah, we can do this now. We can do the down kick. We have to be very careful to not die. I might need to, run back and get healed again quick. Infinite combo, doggo! Stay down. Stay down. Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna run back quick and get some food. Wasn't there another hidden level around here somewhere? Actually, I don't think I can buy anything in here. Oh, no, I can. Yeah. No, I was thinking of the other shop. And now we're a quarter and a nickel in. Yeah, they must have, Geez, what was that jump? How did I accomplish that? What was that? How did I do that jump? Let me do it again. I was like, what the hell is this? They didn't want the games. Yeah, that must have been it. Just, that's weird. So I know if I was to buy a bundle like that, I'd want to make sure I got games to, you know, go with it that I'd want. Like, I'd still love to find, and I'm really not going to need it because the PlayStation 5 is going to be coming out, and that's where all that savings going towards. Oh yeah, 1.5, 2.5 remix. Yeah, that's a good price for that. But... Oh wow, excuse me, I'm sorry. There is a collection that you can actually get called The Story So Far. You should just be able to pick up the 2.8 collection for pretty cheap. But the Story So Far collection also comes with the... Oh boy, here comes Square's freaking memes. Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep Final Chapter Prologue. Yes, I can remember that by memory. No, I still don't feel good about it. And then the HD version of Dream Drop Distance, which I think is the best way to play that game realistically. And then a 1-hour movie for Kingdom Hearts. Definitely a better value now than it was back then, because originally they sold that game for, like... 50, 60 bucks, and I was just looking at like you're paying $60 for a 2 hour at most demo for Kingdom Hearts 3. A 1-hour movie and a remake of a 3DS game with no new content in it. In fact, because of the network features being gimped out, there's actually less content in it. Just one of those weird things. Square Enix is allowed to price their games however they want, I guess, and I mean, hey, it's no Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero. Where they're like, well, hey guys, people are really looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 5. Why don't we sell an hour-long demo of the game for like 50 bucks? Because people can't wait. That'll be cool. No, you don't. Or, as another example of that, Gearbox. Hey guys, Bulletstorm was kind of fun, wasn't it? Yeah, it was pretty fun. I like that part where I paid $10 for it and had a good time. Yeah, that was pretty good. But how about, just hear me out on this, how about we re-release the game on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, add in no actual new content if you don't buy it brand new, because the only new thing that came with that game was playing through the whole game as Duke. Fuck you! I was playing through the whole game again as Duke Nukem. Which, woohoo! Be sure to tell my kids that was worth the money. Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! How do you... No, under the shadow. Get under the shadow. Go away! Get out of here. Okay. There we go. But yeah, they're like, yeah, let's re-release Bulletstorm with, no real new content, because you have to pay for Duke Nukem if you didn't, like, pre-order the game, and, charge $60 for it. That'll be fine. That's a good price people will pay for, a remake of a PS3 game. No, I'm sorry, not a remake, barely remaster. Barely. Because you could play they smoothed out some of the textures. That's it. They didn't change anything else. You could play it at a higher resolution. Whoop-de-doo. I don't think they added, like, 4K support to it at all. I don't remember. For the Pro and the Xbox One, Xbox One, Xbox One X. Oh, look at that. And they're just in the back like, what are we supposed to do? Yeah, let's charge $60. That's a good price to pay again for Bulletstorm. What's that? What the hell is a Switch? Never heard of it. Actually, didn't they release Bulletstorm on the Switch? I don't remember. I doubt it runs any better than it does on, Street Department! Okay, okay. That's how it is. Back off, you pie. Fine. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. They don't drop it. It's part of them. It is fused into them. Oh, get over here. Yeah, they're pretty lengthy. Again, they're not quite as lengthy if you're playing it with other people, because that's the whole point of a game like this. You're really not supposed to be playing it by yourself. Actually, a fun stream would be to keep playing this and have some of the friends over to do the stream with. It'd be fun. Gosh, it sure would be a lot easier to do something like that if it was on Steam. Fuck Ubisoft. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm coming down with something. Lights. Camera. Fucking Godzilla. It's so cute. Yikes! We're gonna lose that last life real quick. Real quick. Nope, don't do it. Nope, do it. Nope, don't do it! You did it. It'd be a fun game to do that with. I have to figure out a microphone solution, because I only have this headset right now. I do have an actual like mic that I could totally use for streams like this, but I don't like have a pop filter or anything on it, so it would just kind of come out as, ugh. I don't have a professional setup for streaming in any capacity of the word. All my graphics and everything else I just make myself. Break it. Break it. Come on. Break in to break out. Got it. Oh, okay. We're doing this again. Mm-hmm. Get down the pit. Go to hell. Right. Oh no, time to play Dragon Slayer. Oh, boost. Nice. Yeah, I keep looking into a couple of mics. The one that usually always comes up on my radar, because it comes with a, well, there's that high jump again. That jump is so nuts. Maybe I gotta be running for a while in order for it to happen. Is one that comes with a Stream Deck. It's one of the Blue Yeti ones. No, no, oh my god. It's so close. Yeah, get that gate. Yeah. Alright. Come here. Alright. Got him. This with me. That's how you open it. I didn't even want it. Hey, you guys want to come help me break this? Well, probably gonna die. I do really want to know what's in that chest. Nope, here they come. When their eyes are bugging out like that, they kind of remind me of the aliens from Alien Hominoid. There's an old game. Now you can determine my age, just because of the fact I know what Alien Hominoid is. I didn't block that. Oh, I came back still, though. You didn't need it. Nice. I don't like that it's shaking like that. Oh, that's no good. Nope, 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 nope. What's up? Lights, camera, dead! Oh! Well, that's it. I think that's the whole level all over again, right? Ah! I should have gone shopping. I wasn't even thinking. I have all this money. Pretty sure I can exit stages. I am not gonna let you do it this time. Green screen as well. Yeah, I've got one too. When I do eventually get a camera set up, and that is eventually, I don't really have a good camera. Heck, the best camera I have is just one of my cell phones. And the audio that comes out of it is just balls. But, yeah, I've been waiting for a good sale on a lamp for the green screen. The lighting around where I play games is just no good at all. Oh, excuse me. That. Back out. Nice to meet you too. Stop blocking! Bane of my existence. Throw! Alright, get some actual food. Fajita! And I don't wait for anything else to go away. And the burrito grande. And we're now effectively out of money. Pretty sure you keep everything when you return to the map. Yeah, it's auto-saved. Oh. Well, let's see if YouTube's complaining, because it loves to sometimes. Oh, wow. No complaints today. Because the last couple of times I've been streaming Condemned, YouTube's just been like, wait, the screen's black, we're gonna have problems. I'm like, YouTube, why are we having problems? Oh, I can't see anything. You must not be streaming. Like a, gee, thanks. Nope! Nope, they still got me. And for some reason, circle wasn't working for that. Thanks, guys. Get out of... No! Son of a... And this is another reason you're supposed to have multiple people. Because they'll go around and focus on one person. Oh, well, you're getting flashed! Not today! Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it would, Oh, wow. I wasn't even paying attention to how much money I had. I can afford some fries. Great. Yeah, I wanted to do a setup with, when I was doing VR, using another camera, because for obvious reasons, because it uses the camera while you're streaming. While you're playing VR, you can't use it for the stream, too. And I just walked right into that. Obviously, you know, makes sense. But now that I actually have a capture card, I can go ahead and get another camera for something like that. F***ing guns! Thank you. No, thank you. Seriously. Take it! Oh. have something in my hand. Like, why am I not doing the down attack? There we go. Boost activated. And this stupid scene's gonna make me waste it all. Why? It's not a good one. I'll tell you that. The quality of all my streams could definitely be better. I was just going to save up a little more money and just kind of throw my hands up and say, yeah, I'm just going to get an Elgato. It's literally what everyone uses. Everyone says they're the best. Might as well just get one. But then Amazon came to me with a suggestion. They're like, well, hey, we've got this one on sale for like $50. And it was the holiday season. I already didn't have money because I was getting everyone presents. I'm like, yeah, that price seems fair. And I completely forgot with that that I had a $20 credit already on Amazon for a refund they had to do. So yeah, I essentially just paid $30 for it. It's like an Aver. I think it's like an Aver capture. It only does HDMI. That's no problem because I could just get a converter. Did I just throw that key? Oh, good. It comes back. Yeah, it only does that. So I was thinking of streaming some older console games too, but obviously I'd have to get a converter for it. Because I really did want to stream some GameCube ones. Cheap Chinese one. Yes and no. It's not the cheapest capture card I've seen. It's not an Easy Cap. Easy Caps are just about the worst thing ever. They're $20 and it shows. They're absolutely terrible. Never get one. An Easy Cap. Remember when we did the Ring review? That's what I used to record the footage for it. And you'll notice throughout that entire review, I never really recorded the audio for the game. It was miserable. Fuck, I just did it myself. I don't think I did anything to the statue. Here's the thing. Fuck. Go back in there and do that again. But the actual setup process to get the thing work is the price you're paying. Because an Elgato, it has a really easy and simple setup process. It comes with software you can get for it. Works natively with OBS. Now, this one works natively with OBS too. And it's just fine. Oh, get that. But, here's the thing. There are about 5 or 6 different firmware versions you can get for this one. All of them have a downside. Each and every one. Now, those downsides can be rather significant. One of the downsides you can run into with this thing is with the wrong firmware, you run the risk of the audio just flat out cutting out while you're using it. Now, this particular setup that I have... Oh, so you got like an actual capture card. Only records 720p. Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to make sure is that I could record full HD 60 frames. Oh wow, I lost a life. which is exactly what this one does. So I was really happy with that. Yeah. But I'd say for the price I paid, which I essentially got this thing for $40, like $40, $50 off of its normal price, not including the $20 Amazon card I already had. Yeah, I wasn't going to complain. Drop a car on him! I keep doing that! That's cheating. You can't get to me from over here. I'm gonna break it. Come on! No! You son of a... Go away. Get. Okay. 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 I'll hit him, mother. Yeah, that's the other one I was looking at. I was looking at the internal PCI Elgato. Those are ostensibly more expensive than just getting the device. Because those ones go for roughly around $300 to $400, and they rarely go on sale. God, I love the music in this. It's time! Oh, yeah, you missed. Well, maybe if you guys weren't standing there, it would be great. Yeah, that's the exact one I've got my eye on. I think when I'm ready to get a little more professional with this, instead of it just kind of being a casual thing I'm doing. Just threw him like a speeding bullet. Get up. Nope, and back down. Pretty much all my health lost. Right, drop it. Yeah, when I get a little more serious with this, I might pick one up. But this capture card, perfect for what I need. Thanks, game. I totally kicked him, but, you know, that's fine. Whatever. Right. And they're back. Yep. Yep. Sure. Sure. Didn't hit him. Did I just pick them both up at the same time? Yeah, getting into the other problems with this current capture card. So, one of the firmware drivers is almost essentially perfect. Which is the firmware I'm using right now. It's pretty good. Here is the big bugbear with it, though. You have to disable the HDCP in order to use this mode. Now, I'm just playing games on this thing, so I rarely need it. But, wow, he's got me, I barely have him dead. These skateboarders are a nightmare. Get him! Yeah, kick his butt! Get up. Okay. Yeah, HDCP is in, since I really am just using this thing to stream and play games, it's not a big deal. Oh boy. Down to the wire! Oh, come on! Okay. Methinks I may have to level up my stats a little bit. Why don't we go do that? I keep going into this. No, I do want to go to this shop. You gonna... There we go. But if you're looking into getting a capture card to actually, like, back up your film collection, Blu-rays, and things like that, don't get this one. Just don't. The headaches to getting HDCP to work on this is a nightmare. I really gotta play this a little more conservatively. I am soloing it. Okay, time to get some actual food to level up. Extra strength. Go to the other shop. Oh, no, not this one. Oh, what the hell was that? That was not the stream. That was this game. And one more. Oh, DVDs. Yeah, DVDs will work just fine. On a PS3. You son of a... I keep forgetting I have the throw move for when they're blocking. Should probably start using that. Yeah, but Blu-rays are where it starts to get into a bigger problem because of the HDCP DRM on them. And here... God! I just got my health back, you cretin! Who uses cretin in modern speech? I apologize. Okay, nope, that's enough of that. Out with you. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, if you put it into a 360 or a PS3, you're just fine. In fact, that's a really good way to get backups of your Blu-rays. However, on a PS4, the HDCP is there to essentially make sure that you can't start copying movies from Netflix and things like that. Which, yeah, obviously, you know, that's pirating. But, it just makes it annoying because it's just like, alright, well, you know, some of these movies just might not work on my PS3 for Blu-rays. And that just becomes incredibly frustrating. Yeah, I can do the grab now! Yeah, with each move you get in this game, it becomes infinitely easier to play it. I could definitely have cheesed this and just used my Scott, but I don't wanna. Alright, we got enough money in stat upgrades. I think we can go back to that. Yeah, well, I imagine with your capture card, it'll be just fine. Like, even if it can only record 720 and everything, if you're just backing up movies for personal use, that's hardly an issue. Wow. Okay. I almost managed to fully block that one. Yeah, I keep forgetting I have a counter in this, too. If I time that just right when they're about to run over. And you can see them run over, so... Yeah, I had it there. Do it again. Do it again. Yeah, it's infinitely easier. But this capture card's a nightmare. And that, like I said, that's the price you pay for it, though. It's cheaper, but it needs some background maintenance and tweaking in order to get it working properly. Get up! Thank you, game. No, at least I didn't get hit with a fireball. Who put working pyromnetics in this thing? That's just a suit with a zipper. Aye! Jeez! Okay. Move. Get. One and two. That poor director. Yeah, exactly. But I do plan on getting a converter cable so I can play some older games too. Pretty sure the quality on that would look horrible. But if I really wanted to start playing exorbitant prices for stuff like that, I could get one of those cards that lets you play like your 64, your GameCube, and everything like that in HD. It pretty much adds an HDMI cable to the thing. I'm hesitant to get one of those too, though. Because I've heard horror stories about people, like, accidentally moving their GameCubes and stuff like that. And the converter's just like, oh, well, it's time to fry your system, I guess. Rather that not happen to some of mine, thank you. Bats! Why are bats so evil in so many games? Bats don't bother people in real life. People bother bats. Shoot! Yeah, this is infinitely going better. Yeah, that's one of the ones I want to get. For my PS2, actually, it's my PS2, original Xbox, and Wii. And it also works on GameCube. I got one of those third-party cables that lets you run them with composite cables. Now, of course, the reason I picked that thing up is I'm like, oh, sweet! I could do a composite connection with a GameCube with it then. No. If only. It'd be great if it did that, but it doesn't. Because the composite GameCube cables are really expensive. Now, of course, people do that because they want to play it on original hardware. You know, that's fine. But, you can also just do that on a Wii. And I'm pretty sure the Wii upscales GameCube games too. So I always just looked at it and I'm like, well, what's the point of getting this cable? And they're like, well, it's for people who like to do Smash Brothers tournaments on original hardware. Like, okay, and what else? That's it. That's it. Nintendo made these things in such limited quantities. Because nobody bought them. It's like, the hell am I supposed to use this composite cable for? If I want to play something in HD, I just buy a console that does it. Thanks, Nintendo. But yeah, composite cables were infamously underproduced. And people have been trying to make third-party solutions to them for a while, but at the end of the day, you can just, I moved up, come on. Yeah, at the end of the day, you can just get one of those HDMI converters I was talking about. And with a lot of those, I've heard you have a much better experience with them. Thanks. Nope. Nope. Get one of these quick. There we go, got him. Alright, we haven't lost a life yet. So we might stand a better chance at it this time. Go! Oh, the car! We might actually be able to do it because I attack faster with this. As long as they don't mess this up. Oh, we got it. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Is that the, what's it called? The free boot? The free MCD boot? MCD boot? I forget. Yeah, I got one of those memory cards for my PS2 also. It's pretty neat. It's also great because the PS2, a lot of people didn't know that system is completely capable of playing games in 1080, natively. It wasn't necessarily made to. I got a whole 3 health from that. Oh, great. And there it goes. Thank you. Okay, get off the board. Your time with it's done. My turn. Yeah, there were a couple of PS2 games. There were, like, completely unremarkable ones. But they were native 1080 on the thing. It's just neat to see. He's stuck on the board! What has happened? And he fused together to become one immortal being. What have I done? What have I done? It's time to put him out of his misery. I wonder if there's a way I could have kept him like that. Alright, off the board. Off the board! I died again. Great. Fantastic. It's these little shits! Mother... Okay. It's these little shits that really make this annoying! Okay. I don't rage too often, but that's... That's just bullshit. Stop it! Oh! Why didn't you throw it? There we go. Oh! Bullshit. Oh, there's gonna be more fucking borders. Oh, come on. No! Oh, come on, I blocked! Oh, are you kidding? Look, this game's not that grindy. And I'm gonna admit, I might suck at it a little. but another reason you're supposed to play it with other people, Drew. Yeah. No checkpoints. Arcadey. Thank you. I really like the part where I can't move when that happens. Alright, time to get more food. Oh, which of these upgrades? Yes, anything else? Yes, thank you. And upgrades it by 1. That's weapon up 1. Defense up 1. Yeah, I think defense is what we're really gonna need. So I'm gonna buy, no. That delay with anything else always throws me off every time. Because I'm just taking way too much damage is the problem. You know, I forget they do that every time. Yeah, because I'm doing plenty of damage. But, in terms of taking it, I'm absolutely pitiful. Did that defense up just not do anything? Pretty sure I actually just took more damage from that fireball. Get up. Get up so I can hit you again. And we're off. Wait, don't get next to it. There we go. Go! And done. You're no good at this. Thanks. Thanks. Wanna do it again? Come on, do it again. Do it again. Come on. Come on. Push circle. There we go. Of course, the problem with that attack is they're nowhere near close enough to actually have that be an effective counter. Slam dunk! You know, I look at this and think Dragon's Lair, and then, and then I remember, when is that Dragon's Lair movie supposed to come out? We got that thing, Indiegogo funded, like, a while back, and I don't think I've heard hide or hair from it since. I'm not sure how anyone who actually backed it feels about it. Maybe they're actually getting progress updates. And anyone else who just didn't back it's not getting much of anything. But I looked up an IMDb page for it lately. And they said it's supposed to come out in 2020. I'd be interested in seeing if it does. And heck, I think with how mainstream, you know, services like Netflix and Hulu and everything are. What? And down. they're really not a bad platform for something like that to come out for people to watch. But with that being a movie, I imagine what they'll probably do is anyone who actually backed it will be able to view it first. You know, like they'll either send them the digital files or their Blu-rays of it first, and then afterwards they'll do release for everyone else. I don't know. With the limited budget that it got on Indiegogo, I just don't see it getting like a theatrical release. And if it does, it'll be local. Thanks, game. I did not even get a chance to move against that, but thank you for the thought. Yeah, that too. Wait, did I almost get killed? And then leveling up saved me? Aye! Yep, that's what happened. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm really curious as to the status of that. That and I'm really regretting it. I really am. But I'm gonna have to go watch it because I read the books when I was a kid and I loved them. That fucking Artemis Fowl movie coming out. I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't. Some of the acting choices just seem weird for some of the characters. The trailer just really made me disinterested in seeing it at all. It looks miserable. I look at it and I just get Aragon flashbacks. And it's like, oh, well, I know this is gonna be miserable. Did I? Pretty sure all the levels have a secret stage in them, don't they? I've only missed this one several thousand. Yeah, Broom has a huge shadow. Takes up so much residence. Every time I was moving, I was seeing that starfish freaking out. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, and yet, much like my insistence on having to go watch Aragon, because I was a huge fan of those books when I was a kid too, I'm just gonna have to go see it. Series of Unfortunate Events, the Netflix series, was astounding. As someone who absolutely loved the books as a kid, they did such a great justice to them, and the things they changed made sense to do for essentially a television series. But a lot of the in-jokes and everything too, like, you know, when they start season 2 and the characters are like, we're a little older now, huh? But wow! Didn't even let me keep my revive, you son of a... Oh, fuck off! Can you die? Good hit. The biggest surprise with the Series of Unfortunate Events series, for me, was that they put in the last chapter. Where they actually said what happens to the orphans, because in the book, that didn't happen. They were just on the island. Surrounded by that, bacteria. That was it. So them actually giving a last chapter and saying, like, oh man, they went on swashbuckling adventures, it was cool. That was great. That was really good as a longtime fan. I love that I can absolutely block all that. Yeah, and the songs in that. Fuck off! I'm sick of it. I'm really fucking sick of it. Can you? Bullshit! Right, yeah, I totally didn't jump over that. No, don't kill him. I just said... Got him. Jesus. Yeah, that was miserable. Again, not supposed to be really playing this single player for that, so... Ugh. Yeah, back on the train of thought. Yeah, Series of Unfortunate Events was really good. I was looking forward to every season after the first one. Well, if anything, when I go back and replay this again, at least Knives will be leveled up. Another show that's really good and pretty faithful to the source material too is the recent Witcher series. Phenomenal if you love the books. This first season mostly just focused on Last Wish, though. And it really shows how much focus was on Last Wish, because Last Wish is just a series of short stories about the Witcher universe. That's what it is. The problem... Clash at Demon Head. The problem comes with the pacing being all over the place. And, well, I mean... bunch of short stories, so... eh. Right! Just keep up with me casually, sure. Right. Look, I might be raging a little bit and complaining, but I assure you, I'm not going to be sitting there and going, oh man, that's a cheap shot and everything, because I just need to get better. That's it. I just need to get a little better at countering and blocking and not letting enemies do that. Exactly that. Exactly that. And it's, you know, mimicking an arcade game. It's supposed to be challenging and have a bit of a learning curve. That's just the way these kinds of games are. Plus, you're building off foundation with something like River City Ransom, which was very limited in its implementation with the NES version. Because, you know, the NES had 2 buttons. Get away before we get swarmed. And down. That's it. That's okay. Knew I was gonna lose that life soon anyways. Well, now that we got a bunch of money again, why don't we get some more stats? Backtracking all the way to my previous statements on Artemis Fowl, I don't have any faith in that being good. I just don't. First of all, the trailer doesn't show a lot, because I heard around the rumor mill that it's supposed to take place during the first 2 books. And I just think that's unnecessarily drawn out. There is plenty of material in the first book to do a full feature-length movie. You could easily make that a 2-hour film. It's a 300-page book, but then you look at something like the original Sorcerer's Stone. They managed to make a decently sized movie out of that without having to go, hey, let's mash Chamber of Secrets in there too while we're at it. I just... ugh. And then the casting choice for one person in particular is odd. So, you know Judi Dench, right? You know, she plays a lot of distinguished roles. You know, everyone essentially remembers her from James Bond, primarily. And she's phenomenal in pretty much every single movie she's in, with the exception of the recent Cats. I won't bring up that litter box. She's playing, according to the IMDb page anyways, Commander Root, who is this grizzled, cigar-chewing fairy who literally every single time I read him in the books, I imagine J.K. Simmons. Every single time. I just think of his role as J. Jonah Jameson. Every single time I heard his role. And I'm just like, oh man, he'd be such a perfect fit for that character. If they ever do a movie, it'd be great. But, no. No. For reasons unknown to me, it's Judi Dench. And I'm just kind of sitting there thinking, alright, maybe the IMDb page is just wrong, but we're closer and closer to this movie being out, and it hasn't been updated. And I'm sitting here trying to think, well, what other character could Judi Dench play in the movie? I'm like, oh, you know what would be absolutely perfect for her? If she plays as the fairy at the very beginning of the book. The one that, Artemis makes the potion for, that he gets the fairy's index from. Like that would it's like that'd be a perfect role for her, even if it's small. Nope. And for some reason in the trailer they like over dramatize that scene. So in the book, Artemis gives her this shot initially and says, oh, I just shot you with poison, so it's gonna kill you. And she's like, oh, well, you know, you're evil. He's like, yeah, I know, but hang on just a second. I have this other shot here that will cure you if you give me your book that you're not using anyways because you're old and dying. And it'll also bring some magic back into you, or at least it'll make you feel younger. And she quickly agrees to the deal. She's like, oh, yeah, definitely. You know, she doesn't want to die. And that's how Artemis gets the book. In the trailer for the movie, his miracle drug is just like, oh yeah, you know, it completely de-ages her. She's like 3,000 years like younger now. It just, look at this thing of beauty. It's like, I don't know, kind of taking a little bit of the realism out of the magical world. Especially since Artemis has his doubts about it. That it'll actually work that effectively when he gives it to her. He even says that it's going to be extremely painful for her, because it's pretty much her body regaining most of its functions. I don't. And they barely showed off anything else in the trailer. It's like, well, shit, I want to see the underground. It's like the coolest part of the entire thing. I want to see Butler beat the ever-loving crap out of a troll in armor. Show that off in the trailer. That's what people want to see. I want to see the part where Artemis gets his house bombed. That's cool. Show that in the trailer? Nah. Nah. Oh, do I have the kick now? Yes! Perfect. Okay. Yeah, this game is going to be immensely easier now. Nice. Yeah, every single time you unlock a move in this game, it literally adds another great tool to your arsenal. I love it. Oh, that speed increase is really helping now. Look at this. Oh yeah, and the best part about it is you can keep comboing it. It's great. Ooh, that was a good box kick. I liked that. Oh! Just got haymakered. Thanks, game. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh! Tits! How are there so many of you? And I'm supposed to... Come on, Drew. Again, meant for multiple people. It's gonna be hard playing by yourself. Just let it slide. No real consequences for losing in this either, so I really don't know why I'm getting upset over it. We're not at, like, Dark Souls quality of, like, oh, well, you know, if I fail, I lose everything. Because, no, you keep all the money and experience you get. So it's really not a problem. There we go. Yeah, so those are my, concert t-shirt. Can't afford it. Or the hat. Oh, but I can't afford the wristband. Let me get that. Neat. Is that just a permanent thing I have now? I think I can get these as a snack. Yep. Yeah, those are my extended thoughts on Artemis Fowl. Not looking forward to it. Not as a fan of the books. Now, that is to say, of course, that I'm not sure my reaction to going to see the movie will be any different than me going to see Aragon. I hated Aragon so much when it came out. It is the one and only movie I walked out of the theater for. I could not stand it that much. And everyone's like, that's kind of extreme, don't you think? I'm like, yep. And that's just how bad it was. Jeez. Because I'm not on the ground, I'm obviously not pushing circle fast enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he could just kick me out of that. Here's the other problem that I kind of have with this game, too. Enemies can hit you from the back when you block. but you can't hit them from the back when they block. It is incredibly annoying. Again, though, intentional decision. Because if they did that, then, you know, 4 players could just gang up on that one guy with no problems. Oh, and he can throw me too. Right. He is a big guy. You're a big guy. Or you. Oh, you could just die. I'd be ever so grateful. Thanks. I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, close. You know, I completely forgot you can dodge out of the way when you're blocking. Now I feel like an idiot. I don't know. I haven't really played this since, like, 2012. Gosh. I think the only time I played it before that was to make sure it was still working on the PlayStation. And Ubisoft didn't, like, retroactively take away my license to it. Which, if you remember with PT, was a thing some people were saying happened. Ugh, excuse me. Was that, Ubisoft was, oh yeah, now I can do the curb stomp. Ubisoft, no, not Ubisoft. Konami was retroactively updating people's games so that their licenses wouldn't work anymore. That terrified me, but I guess it wasn't really true. I don't think we ever actually got a follow-up on that. I love this whole level. Just like a big old band brawl. Just block! Thank you. Thank you. What were you doing in the ladies' room? Aye! Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Haven't had that one happen in a while. You done? Nope, guess not. Right. God, I love the curb stomp. Oh, it's this thing that never ends! Oh, let me go. I just, again, supposed to be arcade hard, but the fact that I can lose all of my health in just like a couple of punches from one of the big guys, and once they start hitting you, you know, they don't stop. Yeah, great. Oh! Yeah. Phenomenal. Well, I guess I better go get some more food and get my stats up a little more. Oh, wait, let's take me here. Thought it was gonna take me in front of the shop. Huh. I mean, yeah, the shop's like at the beginning of the level, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh. It's just that moment in this game when you see the enemies coming after you where they like dash to be exactly in the line you are. Or it's just like, alright, get ready for some hurt. And again, that's just me playing though. If I could time my blocks a little better, it really wouldn't be an issue. Really shouldn't be a problem. Because, parrying, countering, and riposting, like in Dark Souls, just really isn't that hard. Stop it. Stop it. Oh! Ha! Didn't do anything to me because they knocked me over. Okay, was there, like, a shop or something I was missing? Why does it kind of progress you halfway through this one? I don't know. I know I haven't found all the secrets in this either. As a matter of fact, I don't actually remember if I beat this. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, if I go any further, I'm just fighting the boss again. Isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, might as well just go back. Once it loads. There it goes. Alright, gonna level up these stats a little bit. Give that stage one more shot, and then we'll wrap it up after that, I think. We still got a bit. Here's the other thing that kind of gets me with... I go into the store every time. It kind of gets me with this, too. And it's another thing that they could fix if, you know, they did an updated version of this at all, which would just be great, Ubisoft. Maybe you could give the rights back to the creator, Universal or something, so that they can re-release it again. As the fact that this game runs at 60 frames a lot of times, and then just sometimes at random, it drops. And I'm not sure of the situation that causes it, but once it happens, it stays at that frame rate for a little while. It's weird. Alright, how are our stats? Oh, we're doing alright. Okay, back to the third level. Yeah, since I'm playing this by myself, this is essentially the way I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to get just a little grindy. Hey, I've seen this before. No, you can't skip the Knight Rider limo. Get your brick. Get your bricks. Really shouldn't be anything like Condemned, but we're still getting bricks. Right. I didn't know I could knock out the fans. Whoops. Well, that, slight buff to strength seems to be doing good now. Definitely doing a lot more damage. Oh, back up. And here's where we start running into problems. Throw him, throw him! Didn't throw him. I just swear that sometimes... Yeah, like that. They just randomly decide to do unreasonable levels of damage to you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Broom. I love you. Got one of them. Oh, chip, chip. Back up, back up, back up. Are we done? Ooh. That would have been a good combo if I didn't get a chair thrown at me. Of course you can still hit me while I'm on the box. I'd be more surprised if you couldn't. Yep, yep. Nope, I got it. Can I do the double jump now? Yep. Whew, that was good. Yeah, now that we've got a improved moveset, this is going much better. Now that I'm also remembering that, hey, Drew, that circle button, that'd be a block. It does things like stops you from taking damage. In this game all about not taking damage. Who'd have thought? That was good. Yeah. Now we're kicking some butt. Yeah, come on. Really getting into the groove now. Ooh. Thought I missed that. Got him both. He just slid to his death. Nope, out of here. Don't think I have anything... any money for... Oh no, I should get one of the snacks. Perfect. And then, lead a couple not to go. Nice. That takes care of that. Back in fighting form. Oh, it's when you get stuck in infinite combos like that and you just really don't have a way to break out of them. Oh, I just grabbed that box out of his hand. Nice. Oh, I was really trying to take care of more of them before I went over there. Oh, this is definitely going better. Now that I've got a couple of standard moves and shit like that keeps happening, it's going a lot better. Thanks. Go, 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 go. Getting up. There we go. Questioning how much health he actually had. Alright, now the big guys. Nope. There's one guy who just, there he goes. Okay, up. Waiting for that. Oh! It's so much health when they hit you. Oh. Got him. See, that's got to be the same bouncers every time that you fought. Get up there. Come on. Oh, there he goes. Whoop, whoop. And what were you doing in the ladies' room? As long as I don't have to fight him. Ah, nuts. Gonna stop that nonsense? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Right. Yep. Of course. Of course I wasn't close enough. Say! Oh, I was blocking. There we go. Almost done. Okay. Nope, look out. Got one. Yep, just gonna walk out of here and... Oh. I guess not. That's a much faster way to do that. Oh. You want to play a rhythm game with me? Okay. That's so many BPMs I can get out of you when you're in the wall. Oof. Wow, okay. You gonna do it again? Okay, stop that. Why? I didn't want to pick it up. Okay, sure, yeah, I didn't even get to revive from that. Stop throwing it at yourself. Yeah, I totally didn't block that. Oh, come on. He was done with that attack. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Oh, why? Back up. Look out. Look out. Yep. Third time's charm. I really don't think I can hit him while he's doing that, can I? Got him! First try. Just explodes into a bunch of eggs and bombs. Oh, got a one up from that. Nice. Ah, what a good game. All right. Well, I believe I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here for the night. Did about, yeah, 2 hours of that. That was good. Well, that was a treat to play as always, and like the points that I emphasized at the beginning of the stream, Ubisoft, come on. Come on. There are many, many people who would love to play Scott Pilgrim vs. the World again, who, despite the fact that it was on sale for a few years, didn't get a chance to get it. And that's what happens with a lot of these digital-only delisted games and everything else. I remember getting in an argument with someone a while back, talking about the convenience of digital games, how, you know, it's not going to ruin the industry. And digital games aren't. They're not going to ruin the industry at all. However, things with licensed games, this happens all the time. But I remember how we got the Deadpool game, then they took it down, then they re-released it, and they took it down again. Yeah. Thanks, Disney. But this happens all the time. Actually, there's a great website if you ever want to check and see what you can't really play anymore called delistedgames.com. They also have a Twitter account where they mention a lot of these games too. And this just happens. A lot of the hard work, the artistry, the not for all of them, but the passion that goes into a lot of these games. And then just to see it all gone because of licensing issues or just, you know, it bombs miserably. Because I brought it up before. Like, you know, look, Lawbreakers wasn't really successful. But what if someone wanted to play it again to kind of relive it? The issue you're going to run into with that is not everyone is going to have... Let me switch this back over. Not everyone is going to have the ability to run servers. Backwards engineer them in order to get the games running properly. Even just setting up a personal server so that you can play it at your own house. It's ridiculous. So you get all these games that you really want to play, or you'd be interested in. It's like, oh man, that's cool. You know, they did like a mobile game of this, or oh man, they had a game for that. I really want to check it out. And now you can't. And in a lot of cases, the games that this happens to are always online ones, like a majority of the time. And not all of them are terribly remarkable. But I don't concern if the game is good or bad when that comes to mind. What concerns me is preservation and how awful the games industry is at it. Because amidst all the licensing issues and, you know, the fact that all these come out on so many consoles that are dying, that have to constantly get repairs, or people make reproduction consoles so that they can still run these old games. And even then, the games themselves are going bad. And you got people who, like, collect Earthbound, for instance, who want to keep those as pristine as possible, but those cartridges are over 20 years old. They're dying. And Nintendo hardly seems concerned with preservation, because they'll only ever see it as piracy. Now, granted, now you can get Earthbound very easy digitally, you know, if you have a Wii U or a 3DS. That's another thing with Nintendo is they talk about wanting to like preserve their legacy. They're like on top of everyone immediately when any kind of, you know, emulators or ROM shenanigans happens or anything infringing on their rights and copyright. And again, they're totally within their right to do that. Okay. Why don't you make it more convenient for us to play it then? And then we don't have to reserve ourselves to having to do these sorts of things. Gabe Newell put it best. Said, piracy isn't a money issue. It's a service issue. Something like Steam makes it so easy to purchase a game. It's effortless to buy a game from Steam. Like, insanely effortless. Especially if someone gives you like a Steam code or anything like that. You just click purchase, you're done. That's it. You have a huge library to keep all these games in. It's so convenient to just pull up Steam and go, oh, I want to play this right now, and install it. That's it. But Nintendo and Sony, and I'm really hoping this is one of the things they're doing with the PS5, making it fully backwards compatible, they don't seem to truly care about legacy that much. Microsoft started to a little. Nintendo's idea of legacy is Virtual Console on Wii. Great. Whoops, that's offline now. Virtual Console on 3DS. Great. Whoops, wonder when that's going to go offline. Virtual Console on Wii U. A hell of a lot less games, despite the fact they put new platforms on. What's that? You want Virtual Console on Switch? No. Pay us $3 a month and we'll let you access these games. And again, that's good for convenience. Nintendo is just awful when it comes to legacy for their games, though. And they're so stringent when people try to make backups. And you are... Nothing in the law right now says that you are not allowed to not make backups of your things. Now, they'll tell you, like, oh, you're infringing on your license and everything else like that. No. That's if you try to turn around and sell it. But when you have a personal license to something, that's yours. When you go out to the store and buy a shovel, if you decide you want to take it back home and snap it in half, it's your shovel to do with as you please. Might be a waste of money, but you bought it. It's yours. Do what you will with it. And a lot of these companies that sell digital goods just don't understand that. They don't understand that when these licenses expire, when they have to break these games, when you can't play your favorite MMO anymore, rip WildStar, that's it. It's gone. Brown bread. And you have to rely on people who can backwards engineer these games in order to get them working again. Or in a lot of cases with people who make emulators or make homebrew for consoles in order to get these games that you legally purchased running again. That's your solution. That's it. No matter what, there is a market out there. There is someone who wants to buy that. No matter how terrible your game may be. Heck, that might even be a selling point to some people. Your game being absolutely terrible. I went out and bought Hunt Down the Freeman for $1.50 because it was $1.50 and I thought it was hilarious. Still a waste of $1.50, but that's a regret purchase. Anyways, this industry won't save itself. That's the long and short of it. I know someone else said that before, but it's true. We cannot rely on the games industry to save itself when it comes to it. And games like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World are a huge example of that. There is, as small of a cult following crowd it might be, there are people who want to play it. There are people who want to share it with their friends. And their friends might enjoy it and go, oh, I love that. I should buy a copy of it on my own. It was a great co-op game. Or you play it online and then you can play it online with your friends after that. There is a market for these games, despite what the industry will tell you. There's no market for single-player games. There's no market for horror games. There's no market for point-and-click games. They'll say that over and over and over again. Industry's dead. This genre's dead. Nobody wants it. And yet, players and other people in the industry, indie developers, people who do their own startups, prove time and time again that people want these games. But the game industry just doesn't want to make them. They don't see them as insanely profitable. It's not making bucket loads of FIFA Ultimate Team money. It'll make them, even if it makes them like a couple $1 million in profit. It's just like, what's the point? Like with EA. EA has all of these games, licenses, properties, developers under their belt. All of them. And what are they doing with them? Like, realistically, what are they doing with them? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, sports games, yeah, those get released yearly. But people want another Dungeon Keeper game. Here's your mobile thing. Well, that didn't go so well. I guess people don't want Dungeon Keeper games. That's their takeaway from it. But, like, EA is like, we don't want to release games on the Switch. We just don't see the profit in it. It's like, you don't see the profit in releasing something like the Mass Effect trilogy on the Switch, where it would sell boatloads. As much as it might upset some people, you don't see any profits from people getting the Dead Space trilogy on the Switch? Like, at all? I don't believe you. I don't. I genuinely don't believe that. And they won't do it. They won't do it, because the only thing they're interested in was the sports games. And some of their indie games, and I'll admit the indie games were good, but EA having one or two nice things doesn't forgive them or look past the countless errors that they've made in the past. And some of them not even errors, they're just maliciously evil. I love this industry, and I hate it at the same time. And that's why, Ubisoft, you should re-release Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I hope you enjoyed listening to this essay as much as I enjoyed writing it. Yeah, there's my long 10-minute rant about the industry. I can't. I can hardly stand it. I hate the direction this industry is going right now. And if they keep going the way they are, and there's a lot of people saying, like, I see another video game crash happening. Games like Red Dead Redemption 2 sold like 22 million copies. It ain't happening. Grand Theft Auto 5 went on to be the most profitable piece of media ever. It ain't happening. What's going to happen is their stocks are going to crash. It's not going to kill the game industry, but I can just hope to God it kills someone like EA and Activision. And I say that, and I feel bad for the people who work for them. Like Activision last year fired, what was it, over 300, 400 employees? So they could put their numbers more into the green to make it look like they were achieving profits. And they do this all the time. These are businesses working as usual. I don't like that. That's bogus. If you have a pedigree like that where you're just going to constantly keep firing people, what's the point of applying for a job like that? And then they wanted all these positions filled back in, and they wouldn't take back the people that they fired. There's this infinite money hole that they think they have with this, and it doesn't exist at all. But they think it does, but it just doesn't. And something like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is a perfect example of that. A great game with a cult following, with a lot of people who would absolutely love the chance to play it again, would love to share it with their friends. But it's stuck on the PS3, on the 360. And yes, you can emulate it on something like RPCS 3. And it works fine from what I've heard, as long as you got a computer powerful enough to emulate the PS3, because, well, that's another story entirely. Sony's pretty infamous with their hardware infrastructure being insanely hard to emulate. Even something like PCS X2 has a hard time running on PC. But that's getting off topic. Yeah, there are people who want to play this again. They'd love to. But the game industry won't let them. And if you go out and, you decide, I'm going to go get some illicit copy of this or whatever, you take your chances with that. But people want to play it that bad. that they'd literally be willing to go out of their way to download an emulator, even if it doesn't work perfectly. They want to play that game. They'd love the chance to. Hell, I'd love to see God of War Ascension, which was on the PS3, get an update or run better, because it runs like hot garbage on the PS3. It's a game that was not made for it. Because that game goes down to like 5-10 frames a second sometimes, especially the end cutscene is miserable. But what are the chances of that getting re-released? God of War 3 did, because God of War 3 was hugely successful. But Ascension was kind of the marking point where they're like, all right, stop making these games now for a while. People are kind of getting sick of them. But our PCS3 could improve that greatly, and I'd love to see it. Well, all right, I'm done with this rant. I've been going on for like 20 minutes on it now. That's just my take on the game industry right now. It's miserable. It's miserable. I'm excited. I'm really excited for some games coming out. March is going to be dreadful. I'm looking forward to Animal Crossing and Ori, that Final Fantasy VII remake that they keep lying about and not telling anyone. You're probably not going to be able to go past Midgar in it. That's it, by the way. I hate that they're advertising like it's the Final Fantasy VII remake, and nowhere's in the marketing are they like part 1, part 2, part 3. No, it's keep it buried. We got to be able to sell 2 other titles or 3 other titles of this to people. It's so disingenuous. Like, not even the front or the back of the box even just says it's part 1 or the start of a great trilogy or anything. I don't know. There's so many great games coming out. I can't wait to play. But I just take a lot of this industry with a grain of salt now. Because each and every day you have something like Fallout 76 doing like Fallout first. Or you have EA coming around saying, we'll do better without loot boxes or anything. We promise we're going to do better, guys. And yet they put out another fucking FIFA every year. All right. Okay. Ran over. I'm done. That's enough of the stream for the night. Thank you everyone who came. I had a blast. I love that game so much. It's just a really fun, simple brawler to play with your friends. Great party game. Got a decent amount of challenge to it. Lots of good moves, stat building. Everything you do in it just seems important. I was about saying it's great. There's a lot of progression with it. But, yeah, okay. I'm going to wrap up the stream. Thanks again for everyone who came in. And take care. Good night. And have a good weekend.